Howdy fellow cats, welcome back to another Phantom Forces video. Today we are going to be talking about the SKS and my setup for the SKS, as well as we are going to be playing with a viewer setup a little bit later in the video. For my SKS setup, we have the reflex sight, compensator, pistol grip, green laser, and armor piercing. This setup took me a little bit to fully kind of decide on and figure out altogether. But this is ultimately what I ended up coming up with. I actually ended up spending quite a bit of credits on getting the slugs for it because I thought it was going to be really good, and it's pretty solid, but I don't want to play with the SKS as if it was a sniper rifle. I need to get quad feeds on this gun, and I just feel like going slugs wasn't going to get me quad feeds, so instead I went with armor piercing. I could have went for hollow point, but I don't like hollow point either, so ultimately I decided on armor piercing because I want that extra penetration depth. With this armor piercing ammo type, we also had to fix up barrel, underbarrel, and other to really fix up that sight accuracy, and then we added the reflex sight because that is my favorite optic to go to. Let's go ahead and get right into the game. So I'm rank 117 now, and we're also playing on Ravod TDM. So we're gonna see what we can pull off here with this SKS. Believe it or not, it took me a while to actually get decent with the SKS and fully understand what I'm gonna be doing and how I'm gonna be playing around with this weapon, because normally I use a lot of fully automatics, and not only do I use fully automatics, but I'm also very aggressive. And because of my aggression, you know, I didn't have a really good way of pretty much playing with the SKS. This is also my first game of the day, so I apologize if my gameplay isn't the best, but I'll try my best here. Oh my lord. But when I did figure out my playstyle for the SKS, I actually ended up having so much fun with the SKS, and I can actually tell you guys now that I do find it to be a very solid weapon, and I actually really find it enjoyable. We're kind of popping off. Why is it that whenever I talk good about myself, I die immediately afterwards? I don't normally get a lot of kills with the SKS. I'll be honest, the SKS is probably one of my most underperforming weapons. Like, I don't perform good with it. It's not that the gun underperforms, it's that I underperform with it. It's just not my style of weapon, I guess. I'm not really great with the SKS. That, or maybe it's just the lobbies I've been getting into recently, which I highly doubt that. I'm pretty sure I'm just bad with it. Oh, okay, that wasn't a bad double kill, but double kills aren't the breadwinners. I need a solid quad feed. I need to be able to flick from target to target and take out as many enemies as possible with as little to no use of ammo as possible. I'm gonna be honest, I probably should have just used the server browser and got myself into a map where I was gonna be able to perform decently with the SKS, because I'm gonna be honest, my playstyle plus Ravod with this gun just doesn't equal results, to be honest. Maps that I like to use the SKS on are going to be the ones that where they have quite a few of medium quarter engagements, and this one's pretty much, it feels like it's close quarter and long range, and that's it. I don't know. That's just my take on this map personally, which is why I both have a love-hate relationship with that map. I'll take Crane Sight Revamp, though, if we end up getting that. That's a map I'll be okay with. Thankfully, to me, ranking up to 117, I was able to actually get myself the full setup for my SKS. I had to get myself the armor-piercing ammo type. But other than that, everything else pretty much stayed the same from the first time I messed it up. I think I actually still have my messed up setup from earlier. And would you look at that, I do. This was my messed up setup, which basically uses the slugs SKS ammo type on it, and I was building my gun around fixing up the sight accuracy for that, and as you guys can see, we have 76 sight accuracy, which you'd think would be a lot better than the 40 sight accuracy on this, but it's actually not. With the slugs, your gun kind of does like this, and then it comes back. Even though that's an over-exaggeration, it kicks hard. Whereas this SKS, it's kind of like you fire it, and you're straight right there. You're right back to your target. I like this SKS setup so much more than the other one, which is why you guys are seeing this one and not the other one. I actually really like Crane Sight Revamp, though, so I'm glad that this server ended up picking this. I'm missing all my shots. It's the second game of the day, but, like, I'm still not warmed up entirely yet. Like, I'm still getting into the swing of things. I'm not performing the way I would want to perform right now. Hopefully, when we get to the viewer setup, at that time, I'm actually going to be able to do something with that gun, which I'm actually excited for the viewer setup, because it's definitely a different take on a weapon that I really do enjoy. I'm surprised I even hit any of those shots right there. That person was using some good movement. Where'd the other person go? I saw you go behind that gas thing. Ah, sweet. We got more cheaters. Believe it or not, I spawned in a second ago at the beginning of this video, and I ended up in a server with a cheater, and then I server hopped to this server and started the recording once again. And of course, knowing my luck, whenever I start recording, I got more cheaters. I don't know how I survived that. I really shouldn't have. I'm doing good apparently. How am I still alive? Like, I know I had a full HP at the end of all of that, but like, there was at least a sniper shooting at me that entire time, it felt like, and I was somehow lived to tell the tale. I ran out of ammo. Does anyone else have like ammo I can pick up real quick, or do I actually have to use a pistol? Alright, well, it looks like I'm using my Scorpion until I can get ammo. I really do enjoy having the Scorpion as my backup gun though, even though I rarely use secondaries. I'm glad that I chose the Scorpion. I was blinking as that guy jumped over that wall. Oh man, I was gonna get that guy. I don't think that there's anybody that I can pick up ammo from right now. I think that nobody is using the guns or that I can pick up ammo from, so a little bit of an unfortunate situation we're in here. If you guys end up using this SKS setup though, let me know what you guys think about it. Also, if you guys like my weapon camo on it, let me know about that too, because I really do enjoy the way my SKS looks. But yeah, if you guys enjoy it, let me know. If you guys have your own opinions on my setup, let me know as well. And that is of course if you give it a shot. Otherwise, if you have your own SKS setup, let me know what you guys use on it, and I would love to check it out. And if you guys are wanting to get me to play with one of your loadouts or setups in Phantom Forces, you guys can join my community Discord server in the description of this video, and you guys can put it in a text channel where I will let you guys know through me reacting to your message if I end up using your setup or loadout. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and swap over to the fan setup now, and we're going to go over to the assault tab here, and here we have the famous F1 setup that was given to us through our community member known as Phoenix. Phoenix said that the idea behind the setup is that they wanted to find the playstyle for the famous F1, and I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm assuming that they were trying to figure out their own playstyle with the famous F1, and this build helped them find it. So we're gonna see how this plays out. It kind of I don't know what it looks like to me. I feel like this is a similar build to what I normally use. However, it is kind of different as well. Maybe less sight accuracy. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it's more balanced with hip accuracy as well as sight accuracy. I have no idea. It's hard for me to tell what the idea behind this loadout or setup is by just looking at those attachments, but I can understand trying to find your own setup or your own build for your playstyle and stuff like that. So I respect it. Don't know how I got that kill, I'm gonna be honest. I gotta say though, I really focused on the sight accuracy for the famous with my build, because sometimes the recoil can get kind of crazy with the famous. This will probably be a good, yeah, that right there was a good showcase of that recoil spread being an issue. I mean, here we go real quick. As you can see, it has quite a bit of a jump there, and it's just not the easiest gun to control. So I really focused on that for my build, and I can feel that this was reduced quite a bit still. Like, they tightened up that spread quite a bit, but it just, I don't know, it doesn't feel as good as mine does for that sight accuracy, but it still is I mean, it's still the famous. It still feels good as the famous, and I can understand this build to an extent. It's an alright build, I would say. Normally the potato grip and the rest of the attachments on this build altogether are pretty solid, because I think we have the compensator, we have the green laser, we have the potato grip, which are all really good attachments on their own, and they do really good in certain setups. Some of my setups use them individually or sometimes even together. So yeah, they're pretty good attachments as well. I just don't know exactly how they act on the famous. I would assume that it's pretty good. At least the green laser I know doesn't have any drawbacks to it from my knowledge, and the potato grip I think really helped it out as well, but I could be wrong about that. I guess my overall opinion on this build for this famous is it's again not one of my go-to builds for a weapon, but I would definitely say that this is really solid. I can see why you would want to build it this way, although I feel like there are better ways to build it personally. But yeah, I think this is pretty good. This is a really good start for a famous. I feel like, let's say like you don't have all the attachments are unlocked or something like that. Maybe my setup was a bit more or something, like you have to get a lot more kills for it, or maybe I'm not exactly sure. But I could definitely see this being a solid setup, and it feels pretty solid as well. It's just, it's not my go-to. I feel like there are better ways to build it and improve upon it. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I enjoyed making this video for you guys. If you guys want to see more content like this one, you guys can leave a like or a comment down below. If you guys want to see more content from me in general, you guys can subscribe. And if you guys want to get notified for when I do anything on this channel, you guys can hit the notification bell. Thank you to all my Ascended Nikos out there. You guys support me so much, and I appreciate every single last one of you. And it means a lot to me. Without further ado, I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!